Hello. So, yeah, it's a sad day. It's been a sad freaking week. I think I've had a, I think I've had my BDO midlife crisis this week. Um, so I put out a community post for anybody that didn't see that. I don't know, didn't really get any comments or opinions on that, so I'm doing this video. Yeah, I was leaving our little shai here. I'll go up to where I was sitting. Basically, I had her up here at the farms. Had her sitting up here AFK, right over here, and right about here. And I picked up my mouse because it was all tangled up in some of the other stuff I had sitting on my desk to move it. And the cord was twisted and all tangled up, and so I flipped it, or like twisted it, and somehow I managed to click it, and I don't understand how, because that mouse is pretty much brand new, and it's one of those just general run-of-the-mill, like, cheapo mice, but it's very hard to click, so somehow it clicked, and little grass beetle was right here, and so, yeah. And then I decided, oh, well, there's no way I could have hit that by mistake. What is going on? And, well, I clicked it, and I was standing further over there, and I guess somehow hit a secondary monster. So yeah, run over. it was good while it lasted. As far as I'm concerned, because I'm pretty OCD about these things, I killed a monster, so the run's over. Technically, I wasn't playing. You know, I was just moving stuff around the desk, but stuff happens. And so, it's pretty much one of those things where, yeah, I could call mulligan, but I'd feel pretty slimy doing that. Pretty much just like, oh, that's cheating. You know, so if you have an opinion on it, leave me a comment, one way or the other. If it gets a lot of like, no, go ahead and continue the run, sort of opinions and stuff, then I'll think about pushing forward through it. But for the most part, I think it's probably best to just say, well, we lost. It's not the most ideal of things. I didn't even really get to do much into the run before it inadvertently got ended. Maybe I wasn't supposed to do it. You know, sometimes these things happen for a reason. I was actually about to leave for Land of Morning Light and go set up over there. I just needed to take my farms, and I think I had like one other thing that I wanted to do. I forget what it was now. Pretty sure that was it. I've done everything. Like, I'd gotten the... And see, I was so mad that I just, I didn't even sell the fish. It hadn't even been online the last couple days. I just left it. And then the PC restarted, and I never did log it back on. But yeah, my goal was to get... Yeah, we got the pin hoe, the pin fluid collector, for sap, the tet, other tools, and I was ready to go Land of Morning Light. The only things I had not gotten yet was the energy recovery lightstone set, and I wanted to do... Oh, that was it. I was going to finish sorting out my node network, which was pretty well where it needed to be at. I had most of the stuff that I needed. And I wanted to consolidate storages, and then I guess work a little bit on... Get out of my face. Work a little bit on this progression pass, maybe, just to kind of finish a few things up. Because I was pretty close to getting more crons from here. But really, we were ready to start going into the basic game loop of a pacifist run of just making silver and throwing it at upgrades. You know, my goals were to hit 62, which I'm slowly doing. Not kill any monsters, which I freaking failed. But other than that, we were just trying to gear up for the Red Battlefield. Because I wanted to be able to do a match and survive. So, I don't know. Let me know what you think. But this video is going to be pretty short. I'm not going to play on here anymore until I see what... I haven't even been on to collect silver rewards. I mean, that's how bad it's been. Until I see what everybody else thinks, I'm probably not even going to log on here. However, now that the bad news is out of the way, I've got an idea. If this is a canceled series, if the Pacifist run falls flat on its face and everybody agrees with me, that just let it die. And if you want to see later on, give it a rest for a little while and then try again with a different account in the future, then cool. I have an idea what I'm going to use this account for. I've actually got another Black Desert kind of, I don't know, challenge. It's a different way of playing, let's put it that way. Yeah, it's not pacifist, but I do have a project in mind that this account will move on to be used for. Basically, this character would be dead in the water. I would create a new character. I'm no longer worried about kill count or anything like that, so all this stuff would be accessible by the new account, but it would be basically a different style of playing without revealing too much. It would be a different style of playing using this account and the resources that I've got. I would probably refund all the nodes and whatever's done up until this point, that's fine. And start a new character and go from there. Reason being is the plan that I have is in mind would be it would need a foundation to start off of. So the idea would be to use this account and then move forward. But let me know if a new project taking the pacifist place sounds like a better idea than continuing forward with the pacifist run as a scuffed mulligan type deal where, oh, you didn't mean to kill the monster so it doesn't count. I just feel bad about that. Like, that wouldn't make me, you know, I'd get to the end of it, well, we won, but not really, because, you know, remember that one time when I moved the mouse and it clicked and the monster died and it wasn't really, I mean, technically it was my fault, but it wasn't really my fault, but technically we didn't actually win. It's just, no. They start bending too many rules, and then what's the freaking point? Yeah. So, we already were on a fine line with the fact that you can't technically 100% have no monsters defeated because of the tutorial. And, but I learned a lot, and moving forward, if I was to do this again, I would start a new account and make season character that is required and play through the tutorial, and then make the actual account. So then the monster count would be where it was supposed to be at 33, and it would stay there, and I would skip the tutorial and the second character, and it wouldn't be a season. And the rules are already hashed out, and the do's and don'ts and what I actually need to do, so the early game would be more streamlined. It would be different. But since that is kind of well, 2 days remaining, we don't care about any of this stuff. Sure, why not? Give me all the crap. There. And my inventory is full of junk that I can't get rid of. Ooh, a hammer. Do we have... We don't. Because I haven't been logged on for the day. That's why. Oh well. So yep. Now, back to my other story of my midlife crisis. So, the wizard. Since I'm gonna kind of just sit here and talk anyway, I don't really have much to show on the screen. I've been having a BDO midlife crisis, so I've been pretty open about the stuff I deal with on a day-to-day basis. Yeah, I have ADHD really freaking bad, and it hinders me in a lot. I fight it all the time. But I also have celiac and a couple of other like physical ailments that I deal with. So diet is it's pretty bad. It's been, you know, it's very difficult. You spend a lot of your time telling yourself all the things you can't have or can't do, or I have to avoid these things so I don't feel bad. It's just a freaking mess. Well, I have trouble with hands and wrists anyway. I don't know if it's from damage that I've done over the years of weightlifting, farm work, computer work, too many games maybe. I don't know. But high APMs just kill my hands. They do. My wrists start to feel like real tight, like almost like when you get a pump at the gym. Like it just swells up in there, and then it just aches and hurts, and it's bad. So I decided I was gonna go Awakening Wizard. Well, cool, shiny new. You know, you have a midlife crisis, you go get something new and shiny. Well, it was fun for about 10 minutes. I started to try and learn it. And it wasn't bad. It's not bad. It's just I miss Succession so freaking much on my wizard, and it kind of just I was like, okay, I can make it work. You know, the skills hit harder. I don't have to use as many of them. Mobility is okay. The rotations aren't that hard to deal with. I just got to memorize frontals, and then you know. I was sitting in Heidel, and there's this guy, and he's red. And I looked, and I'm like, should I even fuck with this guy? Well, I looked at the name and realized that's the little piece of shit that's been killing my wife's horse trainer every night for like a week. And I was sitting at storage processing, and this little guy ran up. Yeah, well, needless to say, I was halfway. I swapped over as much as I could, as quick as I could, but I was still in Awakening stance. I didn't have my freaking half of my gear on. I was still in processing stuff. I didn't have my artifacts on, my Kabua artifacts on. I managed to get my accessories on and swap to my like my combat like armor. So I had some DP, but I didn't get everything switched over. I didn't have a chance to switch from Awakening to Succession, because Succession is, you know, for Wizard is PvP, and I know it better. Well, I tried to fight this guy in Awakening, and I hit him twice and took like a third or half of his health or something, and the little guy just kept running from me, and it ended up killing me because I have no PvP experience at all on Awakening. So I respawned and switched all my stuff over. Got into my Succession stance, got all my stuff on. Went back, couldn't find the little chicken anywhere. So in server chat, I was like, "Hey, where'd you run off to? I'm no longer in life skill gear. Let's do this." And I never got a response. The guy never came back. So Anji. If you see this, leave my wife's horse trainer alone and we won't have a problem. I can make time. If I have to, I will sit here 24/7 till I find you. Griefing me is one thing. That's fine. I can deal with that. Griefing her's another thing. She's not here half the time. Leave it alone. Anyway, so that kind of solidified things. I'm just gonna have to deal with the pain, and I'm staying Succession because I miss it, and Awakening, I just can't PvP in Awakening. I just can't do it. So I'm gonna have to prioritize things and kind of figure it out, and work through my BDO midlife crisis. Good news is we got a lot of good events though, fishing events and stuff for this week and the foreseeable future. These seals are pretty good. You're gonna get tons of royal fern roots, so you can get a mythical attempt out of that. Yep, 10 and 100. Yeah, so if you go fish, you can get those. These bundles look pretty good too. Premium outfit, dazzling outfit, both of those are nice. 150 stack and 500 crons, very nice. Enhancement aid and artisan memories are always nice. You're gonna need lots of seals, but you get them from gathering, fishing, and killing monsters, so they should be pretty easy to get. So that's cool. The other thing is the horse events with Wapro. I don't know where it's at. Or if it even shows up here. Steps to a mythical. Where are you? I can't. Doesn't show up on this character. I have to look on the other one. Either way, you got to do something for Wapra and over at Stonetail, and you get a bunch more ferns. Ferns seem to be the tier 10 bottleneck. Even on my other account on the Wizard, I've got 2 of the tier 10s. The Unicorn has evaded me so far, but ferns are what's holding me up. You know, flowers are easy to get. You set up your horses AFK train, turn them into Imperials. You get 10 or 20 at a time, depending on the tier. Pretty easy. But with the ferns, you're literally time gated with dailies and weeklies. So you're getting maybe like 1 or 2 attempts a week out of things. So these events are definitely important to take part in if you're going for tier 10 horses. So do that. I noticed that the ship materials also, they've consolidated the enhancement stones for ship materials. Of course they have, because, you know, I pretty much finished that. I am going on the Wizard. I am going for a second Carrack. I kind of went over that, and that's what I've been working towards. And I've been pulling my wife through it. She wanted to know about bartering, and she wanted a fast boat. And so I'm like, well, okay, let's do it. I've been running dailies and taking her around with me, so that's fun. Maybe I should make a guide on that. I'm not a huge barterer. I do enough to like know the basics, but min-maxing, no. Best routes, no. I have no clue. I just click the thing and do the thing, you know. I have the Carrack Advance. I have full green gear enhanced, and I'm working towards blue gear. Other than that, don't know much on it, so maybe a guide wouldn't be. But I have done all the quests, and I do know how to go about getting the boats and stuff, so maybe I should make like a beginner's guide and then advanced somebody else can handle. I don't know. Let me know what you think about that. Maybe I'll dive into it, since I'm working on another Carrack anyway. But the other thing I want to talk about, since this video is kind of just a run-on channel update, what the hell's going on kind of video, just getting it out there to show that we failed the challenge and where we go from here. I need to prioritize some things. I think what I need to do is swap things up. I've reached a point on the Wizard where I think that streaming is probably going to be more beneficial for the channel, for game progress, for videos. I mean, where I'm at in terms of gameplay on the Wizard is a spot where I pretty much just have to go sit in one place and grind. And I can't make, well, I guess I could make videos on, oh, I'm in history again, Dekia version for the 100th hour. Here's the 100th video. Enjoy. No, that ain't, nobody wants to watch that. I don't want to make that. So, I mean, if I go hang out for 2 or 3 hours and stream and work on something, it's a little different. I can interact if people want to drop by, or I can treat it like a video and if I do it on YouTube, then it'll, you know, I can save the video there and you can go back and rewatch it. But that's the other thing, Twitch or YouTube, you know, you have to choose, but YouTube kind of has less streaming capabilities as far as being strictly for streaming, but then you can also have the VOD stay up, so if somebody misses it, they can go back. So, you know, what do you do? Probably stick with YouTube. That's probably what you do in that case. I don't know, but that's probably what needs to happen, because on the Wizard account I've got so many goals, but they're things that are a significant time sink, and making a 15-minute video here or there it's just not viable. Like, I could grind for 1,000 hours and then cut it down into a 20-minute video, but it's going to be 2 months of grinding cut down into 20 minutes, and there's not going to be any videos in between that time. It's just, that doesn't work for me. So I have been behind the scenes thinking about things, and really thinking that switching to streaming and doing guide videos here and there might be the way to go, and just like cutting parts of it out, or setting it up and being like, okay, we're streaming, but I'm going to record a video too, and here's the enhancing part, because there's just too much to do. Thousands of hours for a compass grind. I need the boot flame. I need to push to guru hunting, which is going to be 20-30 hours maybe, depending on, I think I get an hour gets me like 1 level or 2 levels if there's an event going. So, you know, being master 11, it's like 20 levels, give or take. And so that's 10 to 20 hours at least, full buffed. Need to grind for Carrick stuff, force mats, grind the map, grind the merchant ring, the Orzeka outfit. I need all the Deboreka accessories I need to grind out. I got a couple other life skills I want to push to Guru. I've got a couple of odds and ends in the adventure journal, and then I need to go finish the Land of Morning Light, the Kebi chest crap. Then I've got a bunch more suggested quests and stuff to do. It just makes sense to start streaming, so there's that. And the other part is, I have a webcam, I just never turn it on. Not a fan of my face, to be honest. It's the only one I got, though. You know, it's been... that guy's been staring back at me in the mirror for just under 35 years now. That's the other thing. Birthday is next week, so I don't know if the video schedule is going to change. I don't know. This next week may be kind of rocky while I'm trying to figure things out, but there'll definitely be a video Friday on the Wizard. I'm not going to jump immediately into another project to replace this one, so Tuesdays and Saturdays may be hit or miss, depending on if I come up with something. But there'll definitely be ones on Fridays. And then if depending on what happens, if I continue this, or if I jump into another project after a couple of weeks, then, or a month or something, then after I get it set up and wrote out and fleshed out, then it'll return. And if I start streaming, that'll be a few times a week, or something, you know. So the schedule's gonna have to change. There's no way around it. I've been liking the 3 videos a week thing. It kind of gives me time to break it up. And hell, this video was supposed to go out yesterday, but I've been dreading making it. You know, nobody wants to admit that they failed or made a mistake and blew a whole project away. You know, but it is what it is. It happens. I think that's all I got. Hanging out on the beach today. I'm sad. You know, I was actually having fun playing the shai, and we got a lot of nice upgrades. Just crazy to me that I hit pin on these. Obviously, we dropped a boatload of grindstones, but you know. But we'll see. I'll sort all this mess out. Wait for comments and opinions, and we'll figure out what needs to happen. Maybe I could put up a vote. Maybe I should have made the last one a vote. Who knows? But all that being said, I still appreciate all 876 of you at this point, 876. And whether you tune in and hear it, whether you just subbed for the random enhancing, which I do plan on doing more of. I just got to get more materials. I haven't really been able to. Or whether you just like having me on in the background, which is what I always went for. You know, it's what I've always been going for. It was like the BDO radio show, you know. It's why I didn't do the whole camera thing. It's why everything's kind of just like a go live show. Only it's close studio recording, I guess. I guess live streams would be kind of like that. Just fill a time slot, but the whole radio thing on in the background while you're doing other stuff, that's what I've always been going for. So to see people say that I'm good white noise on the other screen or good white noise in the background, it makes me happy. Means I'm doing what I set out to do. Anyway, that's all I got, so I'm out of here. You guys have a good few days. I'll figure out something on the wizard. I was gonna do an awakening video, but I just can't do it. So I think I'm gonna do maybe like a succession video or something. Maybe not. We'll see. Take care. As always. Until next time.